So, the last game of the season. Let's get it done, shall we? What's up guys, ChasingLamely here, but episode number 112 of Passport to Poland, and it is our final game of season... math brain... 6? 6, I think we're season 6 now. My brain just completely flopped out on me. I think we're on season 6 and we're playing Legia Warsaw, and our old friend Aaron Levy is our opposing manager for this utterly unmemorable game because the title is sealed up. We're just doing the last game of the season because we always do. But it is us and Legia in the Champions League this season, and you've seen all the last few games, so we're just going to get straight into it. And I'll show what's occurring. We'll talk a little bit about what's coming up in the transfer window. Actually, before we go into the game, transfer window wise, just so you can get a taste of what I'm dealing with for the next few episodes, I've been given a budget of 632,000 and a wage budget of 369,500 a week, which gives me, as you can see on your screen, £134 a week to play with that 632,000. And even if I really balk it a little bit, you will see that there's 12 grand's worth of wiggle room. let's not overexcite ourselves. There's going to be some big movements happening in the window. Let's get into the game. We'll talk about the movements as things are going on. Josh Lopez are injured. Francesco Gagliotti is out on international duty with the under-20s. They've got no one unavailable, which means they're the only team in the league without a first teamer who is on loan from us. The team today, we've gone with our kind of players with biggest potential sort of system. And I say sort of system. Wilson starts in goal. Francis, Bang, Black, Shihak, Obermeyer, who's the guy who's been wanted by everyone recently. You can see big clubs want him. He's 16 years old, or he might have just turned 17. 16 years old. During the January window, Man United offered me 8 million for him. Yeah. Silas Diego is alongside him. Fillet, Juarez, and Aguilar are the attacking midfield today, and Sindler on the bench up front. With Fisher, Aaron, Halfar, Fidders, Jordao, Longstaff, Rodriguez, Liss, and Okiere right on the bench. So, let's get into the game. Squad numbers will be given to 2 players. Well, there's a thing. Janove Halfar can have his actual favoured number, which is amazing. We'll chuck the 18 shirt of Philip Aaron. Halvar is a guy who's been in our youth team for a while, who's got some fairly decent potential, so I thought we'd take a look at him because, my channel, my rules. Yeah, that's sort of what's happened. So we've got some decisions to make during the transfer window. You can see the lineup there in terms of players who are loosely related to us. I think none of these. Did Jedricic play for us? Is this the Marcin Jedricic definitely played for us. So he's become a first team regular-ish, I say ish, at Legia Warsaw since he joined them. I say ish because he's played 7 games for them, but he's doing his thing. Bless him. They spent a lot of money on him. He played more for us than he did for them, and he told me he wanted to leave for them because he'd get more football. So that worked out. But nice to see him again. Hopefully we'll take him apart. Yeah, the plan for the transfer window, I think we're going to maybe have to have something of an overhaul, and the reason for that is that we are, as a club, about £16 million in debt. I know that if I sold all the players I'm going to get offers for over the next few weeks for the best I can get for them, I can bring in about 150 million, and I can replace those players in theory for about a tenth of that, because I bought most of them, I signed most of them for free. So there's going to be a lot of thinking going on over the window. It could be a big overhaul. I need to bring in some big names to get us further into the Champions League. I think some of these players are worth significantly less than I'm being offered for them, and I don't think they're going to develop into the level I need to be able to compete for the Champions League. So it might be a kind of semi-rebuildy summer. Obviously, we should still be able to keep together a team that goes well in the league, in the Extraclasa. we should make it to the group stage of the Champions League, because we've only got to get through one round of the Champions League next season, because we go into the playoffs straight away for a nice change of pace, which means we're guaranteed, I think, to at least be in the Europa League off the top of my head. But yes, I would very much like to do more than that. And I think maybe it's going to have to be some players sold to get there. And I say players sold to get, like, you look at a guy like Dave Black. Dave Black, obviously, he plays fairly regularly for us. He is a decent centre-half. He's got fairly big potential. And it says he's valued at 2 million. But some of these clubs during the last window, some of these clubs are offering, 8-9 million for him. It seems silly to keep him around. Omar we might do. I think Silas Diego, he was attracting bids of 14 million one stage during the January window. Oli Aguilar, before he'd ever kicked a ball for us, we're having offers of 4 million for him, and now he's played 20 games for us. There's a decent chance I can get him up towards the 8-10 million mark, or they're maybe not looking at some of those clubs that are interested in him, because only Borussia Dortmund have that kind of money. Thomas Sindler has had 32 goals this season, and no one's looking at him yet, but you've got to kind of feel that someone might put in a bid for him. Klaus Bang is another one as well. We've had some 10-11 million pound offers come in for him before now. Valdemar Liss, I think at one stage that during the window I got offered 20 something for him, I think, with some stupid money. Jourdau, I'm being offered 8 million for. Longstaff I keep being offered 6 million for. There's a lot of cash on the table here, is what I'm saying. Well, let's do the second half. But yeah, if I get offered big money for a player, I mean, I can't really say no at this stage, is what I'm driving at. What I can do is maybe try and not do quite so badly in this game, though. That would be nice, because we should be able to get a goal here. Aguilar is coming with some injury, well, some tiredness, let's say. Let's look at some big changes, because Sindelar is not here. Sindelar may as well just go home. We will send Nakeri right for him. Aguilar, I think Aguilar needs to come off. I forgot Fisher could play left wing. I'm being generous. I forgot he thought he could play left wing. Let's give him a go. Let's see if Maciej Fellaini has a better thing he can do. Let's put him on as an attacking winger. Fisher's probably better off as apparently a wide target man. We're not doing that because that's stupid. Let's try that for now. Let's see. I can make changes if I need to make changes. We're not lacking players. Yeah, it might be a case of we see some changes wrong. I don't know where. If I get a big offer for someone, there is a very real possibility I will just let them go. If I don't just let them go, then they would have to be someone Valdemar Liss, I would struggle to sell because he's a hero. He is becoming a club legend, even if his hairline is receding and he's 5'1". But yeah, this is our first highlight of the game. Feels like it might be. It's cross in. Valdemar Liss is there, proving what a hero he is, but that's going to be offside. Yeah, it feels like, if I got an offer for 22-ish million for him again, 25 million, anything in the 20s or above, I think I'd be forced to sell him, because I know I can replace him and strengthen the squad and clear some of the debt. It's tough. It's really tough, because I don't want to let some of these guys go. They've become like my children. In that I only see them very sparingly, and they never seem to want to be too close. But still, it feels like that was the worst game of football I think I've ever seen. It feels like it's overhaul time. So there's going to be nothing to tell here. We're going to find out that Will Booth had a game, and we've received a 1.88 million. Spurs don't want to play us in a friendly. Those are the talking points from today's game. finance went out only at £8 million in the red, but that it might still continue. There's some Champions League money to come in as well. But either way, yeah, I think it will start looking like time to make some players move on. I think because like Alex Rico barely plays anymore, and he's a club favourite. But can I justify keeping him around if I'm not going to use him? Tomas Svetlin doesn't play. If I can get some money for him, he'll go. Jakub Sima, he's going at the end of his contract. Vladimir Pleshko, Red Bull Leipzig want him, and he's worth 7.5 million. So you can only imagine what they'll pay for him. Lucas Klima wanted. Sarnowski is wanted, and he's no longer under 23 as of the end of the season. Which means it's sort of time to move him on. Konieczny, again, I can probably get an offer for him before his contract runs out. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting seeing what has to happen. Like I said, Matty Longstaff is wanted. Valdemar Liss is wanted by just big-ish clubs. Derby seem to want most of my team. Yeah, I mean, Connor Fidders will go. Rico Henry's definitely gone. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of surplus here that I can be moving on. Bakovsky, I don't need to keep him around anymore. Yeah, so you may see some big changes over tomorrow. Essentially what I'm driving at is tomorrow big changes, today really rubbish game of football. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. As always, I've been ChasingLamely. I hope you enjoyed that thoroughly useless viewing of our best prospects in a game where there was one highlight and no goals. And we talked about tomorrow's transfer window, which is going to be, I say tomorrow, it might be tomorrow, it might be the day after. The next episode will be a transfer window. Some big stuff will happen. That's all you need to know. Below you can find my Twitter, my Insta, my Patreon. Go and check them out. While you're down in that bottom right hand corner, hit like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. And as always, guys, I have been ChasingLamely. Thank you much for watching. Have a good one.